Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesdays review and tips for Far Cry 5. Quick side note, no plot spoiling here, so listen and watch to your heart's content. If you're like me, you've been looking forward to this game for some time. I remember playing Far Cry 2 and its created maps way back when with a few of my friends. Yes, I have those. And ever since then, I've been a massive fan of the franchise, so my expectations were high. When I go into a game review, I look for these things: story, gameplay mechanics, longevity of the game, AI strength, and general fun.
I was just about to shit my pants. Glad you came along before that happened.
Do I actually enjoy the game? That is a big one. So upon entering Hope County and after an initial intense storyline cutscene that does very well to set the mood of the game, Far Cry 5 does what most games of this nature do. They teach you how to play it. A little of the map is available to you as you are shown how to go about playing. If you are new to the Far Cry franchise, it might take a few minutes to get to grips with it, but on the whole, regardless of whether you've played the previous games, the controls feel very comfortable. I was less than a minute in and I'd forgotten all about the controls and set about exploring this new world with giddiness. For me, this is how I get to know a new world. I explore, ignoring all the missions if possible for the time being. I did it with Skyrim multiple times and many others that allow for exploration of the world early on. So here is my first tip. Once you've opened the map, go and explore the world. Don't do any massive main missions. Having fast travel points opened up across the map is really going to help you on later on. And trust me, you are going to want those fast travel locations. I spent about 10 minutes flying from one end to the other end. And when gaming time is so very precious, you're probably not going to want to do that very often. So only do those little side missions that allow you to get that fast travel location. Anyway, getting back on track, exploring the world is where Far Cry 5 comes alive. Because of the constant threat of danger, and it is constant, from the tone of the music to the cutscenes and loading screens, to meeting random cultists in the mountains or woods or towns or anywhere for that matter. At any point, the cultists are about to do unspeakable things like burn someone alive, hang townsfolk, execute people, torture. You never really know what you're going to walk into. So exploring the world is a fun way to get to grips with what Far Cry 5 has to offer and what to expect. And that's before you've even started any of the story campaigns, which is super dark storytelling at its best. As with the other games, hunting is a big part of making money, leveling up, upgrading your stats, etc. You'll encounter various bears, deers, cats, skunks, bastards, birds and snakes. And so comes my second tip. The crossbow is your friend, or at least it was mine. It's surprisingly accurate and I don't have the best aim. You'll need silence as the slightest noise will spook your prey. What I really love about this game is that it is a truly unique personal experience. The game adapts to your decisions when you choose to do a certain storyline or when you choose certain perks. You will ultimately choose a path for yourself. You can decide to grow your stealth tree or strengths or weapons or AI. The choices are yours and the game adapts to you, which is awesome. This way, the way you create your character is up to you and depends on the type of player you are. The campaign is non-linear and at times, because of the size of the map, you can feel a bit overwhelmed, especially if the game is letting you go wherever you want and not really driving you into any particular corner. When this happens though, it's normally because you've probably been exploring too much like me and gotten sidetracked with the very many things to do, like fishing, which is strangely very therapeutic, to playing stunt games, which is a hell of a lot of fun and sometimes annoyingly tough. You may even be testing the map to see how far you can push it. This is probably about the right time then to go and free a town or do a story mission, which leads me to the AI of those story missions. They're annoyingly adaptive to their surroundings and situations. Of course, there are those AI that still do strange things like run back and forth from their cover, like they can't decide which cover they like best. But generally, if you're aiming at a head or a chest for a second too long, they move and you've missed your headshot chance. So the AI is, well, smart. Next step is Skynet, right? The game is great, but it does have a few issues. For example, it occasionally gets stuck or gets the jitters. This happened to me 3 times in my 20 hours of gaming so far. Literally stuck in the air or the game started skipping. Sometimes you go too fast for the game and it's still loading the bad guys in when you arrive. This can take you a bit out of the immersion of the game, but these are all just very small issues. Far Cry 5 is very immersive. The story is incredible and believable. I totally believe this could happen in the county somewhere, which probably makes the game that much more tangible. If you finish the campaign, and you won't be doing that very quickly, and have collected everything and done everything, then there's arcade mode as well, which is your map builder and is also excellent. There's also co-op mode, which you can play with your friends, which is pretty damn good, and there's DLCs coming as well. So there is massive longevity in this game. This game, I believe, is Ubisoft's hat trick in my opinion. South Park was awesome and crude, Assassin's Creed was reimagined, and now Far Cry 5 is simply brilliant. I love this game. The characters and world are well defined and make you feel like you are really fighting for something worthy of fighting for. It's beautiful and cinematic. I can't ask for anything more than that. So, should you buy it? If you like open world games that's so immersive you'll lose yourself in it, then yes, you should probably buy it. I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my review for Far Cry 5. Please comment, subscribe and hit that bell so we can keep you informed on all our new content coming every Tuesday. Live long and Tuesday. Bye!